Hi everyone, welcome to Matt's Spellbook. I'm your host Peter, and basically we are going to continue off with Power Series today. Hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday so far. I'm pretty sure that you guys have basically got your fill of basically the beginning of the week, such as the stuff that you had to prioritize from Monday up to now. So hopefully you guys are being able to come into the home stretch of your week, in addition to basically looking forward to the weekend coming ahead. So let us continue on with Power Series, shall we? So we did the first part, which is basically finding the Radiance of Convergence, and I don't know if we should practice more with that. Nah, I prioritize basically just going forward with doing a little bit of series, because let's try these. Get the basics down first, and then we can go into the more challenging problems within this chapter. Oh, I probably should restart the timer. There we go, 45 minutes. Let's erase this. We don't need this. And let's bring it up to 100%. There we go. But how are you guys doing today? Hopefully your Wednesday didn't start off too rough. So now we have to combine these two series together. So what we have to concentrate on is this and these. So I think basically at this point, if this starts at 1, and if n is equal to 1, then it's already 0 in this case. So we have to have k. In this case, it would equal n minus 1. And if n is equal to 1, then n must equal k plus 1 in this case. And I think this one we don't have to change. I'm trying to remember exactly what I think the introduction to the section was talking about. Let me just disengage my model so we don't be distracted with myself bobbing up and down, shrinking and de-shrinking. Not shrinking or growing on your screen. Why did I say de-shrinking? Anyway. Because we want it to equal I think this one we can have k equal n because it's 0, so in this case this one. No, something feels like it's not right. I feel like I'm missing something here. Here it is. This one they basically took the series, but let's see. In order to add, you guys can't see it, so I'll expand it for you guys so we can read together. Let's see. In order to add the two series, it is necessary for both indices and the summation of the summation to start at the same number. X in each series and phase. If one series starts with a multiple of, say, x to the first power, then we want the series. Okay. Yeah, now that when you're actually doing the problem, you actually have to try to make sense of it, like even based on what you read. Because we want the x component to equal 0. So in order for this to equal 0, n has to equal 1. So therefore, how did they wrote for the series? So they managed to get it up to so we have to have k replace everything. Okay. So we have to make sure that k is... Oops, did we went too far? Yeah, we did. Okay. side is basically n equals 0, and that's what we want over here. The thing of it is that I actually wanted to enjoy this part because it's like I'm messing with series but in equation form, like, you know, like how it feels like to actually master algebra for the first time. It's like, oh, now I know the rules of algebra. Now I can like mess around a bit, like basically like manipulating equations. Thing is, I want to make sure that I do this right. Is that what am I missing? What I'm missing is that I'm not sure how to interpret the k parameter in this. Because I think it should be k equals 0, right? For both sides. For our problem, it started at 1 here, and when n minus 1, that would already make it 0. But it's just the indices are not the same, or at least for the summation, I mean. One side you have to make sure that it's I can do this, it's just that I'm just trying to find the one connection that I'm missing. no, even if it is correct, I feel like I'm gonna have to like look at how they solved it, because I feel like I still have gaps. So this one's minus. We're just missing the minus sign. So was it minus or plus? Oh, it is minus. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, so that is my mistake. So I feel like we need to do another problem. Hey Storm, what's the best part of your day so far, my friend? We're doing a power series, so I'm trying to actually learn how to do basically adding summation symbols together, or series together. Sorry if you hear crunching, guys. It's just me chewing on a cough drop. I'm not sick or anything. It's just that I always have one whenever I stream. I'm pretty sure that's how like it is with voice actors whenever, or singers whenever they go to like record something. They always have like a good bag of cough drops with them, like the good stuff. To add series, you need that they converged. Yeah. Okay, so this is, it looks similar to the way we had it before. So we just have to change the indices in this one too. But this one basically has n plus 2 and n minus 1 for the x. So in this case, we're going to have to play with k a bit. So n minus 1, so n is going to equal k plus 1, and this one k plus 2, or n k is equal minus 2. Hey Sascha, what's the best part of your day so far? Actually, Storm, I don't know if you heard me when I asked you the same question. I want to engage with you guys, find out what's good for your day. Eating tofu? That's good, that's good. It's healthy. Yeah, we're still continuing Power Series. Now we're actually doing, adding series together, which I think this part I was kind of looking forward to, because, like, I like manipulating equations. I think it's like those scenes in movies where like the mathematician does the complex equations and like does the crisscrossing and everything like that. I actually like doing that, especially when things cancel out. When things cancel out, that's my favorite part. I don't know what type of mathematician that would make me. Or maybe mostly like theoretical physicists do that, I guess. I don't know. So, in this case, so we're gonna have k equals something here. So if n is, so k plus 1, k plus 1, and this one would be equal to k, then we have plus 3 sigma, and in this case we have c k minus 2, and then k has to equal something here, and then we have the minus 2, that would be just k. So the index my k's look really, really bad. So I'll just try to rewrite them like that. Like so. Okay. So how would this work? Wait. Just expand this. Let's see what the example shows. What was the index with the answer? It was also 0. Okay, so k equals 0. Okay, so I think the thing that is kind of like I have to understand deeper, the gap in my mind for these type of problems, is finding out what exactly is the index. You would like Riemannian geometry. When you want to do actual computation, you need to unravel the expression with 5 Brazilian index. What's that? What's a Brazilian index? Is that a special index for like certain summations? I just wanted to say there is a lot of indices. Oh, okay. I see. You're basically just exaggerating about, well, I shouldn't say exaggerating, but emphasizing. You were emphasizing that's a lot. I see. That's cool. I think summation symbols are pretty cool to look at. Because like they simplify a lot, but when you see them in equations, they look very mysterious, and yeah, to some people it looks scary. But for me, it's like, ooh, we actually get to see a small equation with a lot of summations in it. And like when you see the summations, you know it's jam-packed with like a series that tells you something. I think that's what I appreciate about series, because it seems like no matter how small you try to make something, like I think like series, like they pop up a lot, especially like in quantum mechanics, where it's like things are like bundled up, but you know it's not infinity, but it feels like it's an infinity. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how to do the summation, how to do these, what k should equal in the summation symbol. Because the last one it was 0, but I think I still don't understand what is it that, because I know in order to get the x part, I know for the x part we want to get it to equal 0, and we need k to basically emphasize that it equals 0 in this case. So because this k is 0, k is 0. Actually, in Riemannian geometry, we used Einstein's notation. Summation so we don't have many summation symbols. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, I remember Einstein was so I remember reading about how Einstein was so happy that he created that notation. So is this supposed to be 0 and then? I think that's the gap I'm dealing with. It's like, how do I know which number is k supposed to be? So now there's a 3 in front of here. I mean, we can put the 3 back inside. And then it would turn out to be... Actually, it will probably be 4xk because oh no, wait, hold on, no, that wouldn't work. So then it would be take out an xk in there. Plus 3. Be 2xk. K here. Is that right though? Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at Quizlet. See what pops up. I did a little project on the Yamabe problem in my Riemann geometry class, and I had to write the curvature tensor for 2-conformal matrix. This is probably the worst computation I had ever done with indices. Oh, dang. Did it take up a majority of the board when you were writing it down? I'm pretty sure that problem took a long time then. 26. Oh, that's how you get what K is. we didn't get that one right. Huh. So, according to what it says in the solution, so we got this step right. It's just that here, according to this, we're supposed to write it like this, and since n is equal to k1 plus 1, thus k1, then this would be equal to k. In order to get the indices, you have to minus 1 from this side, get you 0, and that would equal 0. And for the other one, k is equal minus 2 equals 0. So it's c minus Hey Tian, what's the best part of your day so far? In and out before the ad. They drive me nuts. Okay, so that's the way they wrote it in the solution. Let me just write that like that. Now this part is where I kind of get a little bit lost. So it's written like that. Now, so how do they do this right here? Okay, so in their solution, they write it like this. K0, K1 plus C1, CK1, that's K, and then K2 minus alright. Let's see. Just spent several hours ready Python. I need to stop and walk away. Yeah. Let your mind relax. Wait for the developer to answer questions instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, right? Basically reduce this, so basically we have 0 here, So if you have 0, then 0, 0, 0. Then, yeah, so they did it with each term, so... Oh, okay, so they reduced it. Okay. I think I'm starting to see what's going on here. Okay. That's also a possibility to do. So I think it's like you have to convert the x's into one exponent, and then you try to use that to your advantage in this case. So then if you have 0 here, then 0 here, that would be C1. And then, yeah, that would be C1. And then plus, then you got 1, that's 2. And then that would be C2. And then X. And then you do plus the series from K that starts to... Yeah, so it's 2 here. And in that case, now you can add these together. Okay. So then plus 3. K minus 2. Actually, let's expand this. No need to... you can do a couple of them per season. I think you've written something before, Tyrion. I didn't read that. Have you considered going through the book inside interesting integrals on stream? That would be kind of fun. You can do a couple of them per season. They're pretty fun. I'm on chapter 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like for that book I have to refresh everything from calculus. That's the reason why I haven't done it on the stream. Session per session, yeah. Like, I feel like I don't remember enough calculus to get back into that one. That's the reason why I feel like I'm just doing a little bit of review on it. They explain a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll try to take it on next week. Let's, because, I have been putting that book off for a while. So now we have to do this. Series 2. And in this case, we have to do plus 3. I think that's the answer they came up with. So let's see, that's correct. Oh yeah, we could take the X out. We could have just factored that one out. Let's erase this part. Then plus CK times X. Okay. Okay, so that's how it works. So we just have to... Oops. I shouldn't have closed that. Quizlet. Sorry guys about the ads. Oh my goodness. Actually, how often the ads pop up? Because I remember I think it was Femvox that was mentioning that the ads are popping up like more often, or I don't know if they were exaggerating or not, but like I usually assume that the ads pop up like probably like after like 30 minutes or so. Because I don't know how often they pop up. I just hope they don't pop up too much, so it's like not cumbersome. Because I don't know how to actually tinker with that. Unless that's just Twitch basically just adding more ads just for the heck of it. I hope not. Let me see here. Yeah, but to answer your question, Sasha, the book that, actually I don't know if I downloaded it. Let's see, Path Integrals. Maybe I did not. Calculus-based. Maybe I didn't download it. Let me see. I don't know if it does. Because is CIA Wade sequence here? Are you talking about? Are you talking about this? Like which part are you referring to? Dessen. Dessen. Actually, like, Dessen, like, hi. What's the best part of your day so far? I don't know if I got to ask you that before you replied on something. Let's see, or is it just for the heck of having numbers like Romanucci? No. I'm just like trying my best to like understand like how to add series together. Right now I'm just trying to find if there's a book on the Feynman path integrals. Where's my mouse? There it is. there's a PDF version of this. Oh, it's already break time. Oops. Well, at least we did 2 problems, and we kind of understood like the basics of how to form this, so we'll probably like continue on like with the other problems in here. So the thing to look out for in these type of problems is if the indices can be broken up, and how far can it be broken up, and like how we can take it. So I think that's basically what we have to remember going further ahead. The best part of my day was watching soccer. Can tell by your accent, or football, in case you're English. No, I'm American, so yeah, I understand what you're talking. Even if you said football, like I would assume it was like either soccer or American football, which is about to start in 10 minutes. Oh, okay, I see. Well, at least you have something to look forward to. I've never been into sports, so like I appreciate people that like that love sports, like they can talk about it and they can like, you know, like have a favorite team and stuff. That's pretty cool. I guess I'd be useful for numeral and approximation. Oh, what do you mean by that? And also, guys, since we are on break time, like, you know, I can basically say, like, if you're here and you're looking in the chat and you love math or physics, or if you just need a stream to make yourselves productive while you're doing either studying or working on projects on your computer or something, you know, drop a follow. You know, I'll make sure that you keep productive on towards your goals. If you need like someone to basically just study and talk to at the same time. In addition, like my YouTube is, whether it be in the chat or whether it be in my panel, like About Me panel, you can basically check out my YouTube channel as well. You know, if you have to leave the stream a little early, you know, you can always catch up with the VOD on YouTube. Of course, like for me, I don't try to be an expert on what I'm doing. I just basically just try to learn, and you guys could also catch my mistakes whenever I make them on stream. I try not to make them too often, but at the same time, you know, I make mistakes a lot, especially when it's doing math or physics or both. And, you know, I basically will show my mistakes because obviously I am not a teacher. I am not a professor, so I'm trying not to prove that I'm smarter than anyone in the chat or anyone down in the comments down below if you're watching on YouTube. But, yeah, I was pretty sure we could find that book. I guess we can't find a PDF version of this book. The book I'm looking for is 5 Minutes Path Integrals Explained with Basic Calculus. That's the one that Tyrion was referring to. I would like to do it, but the problem is that I don't have a PDF version of it, so I wouldn't be able to show you guys what the book looks like the pages at least. But who is an expert? I'd had world leaders in some area of math mess up during seminars and classes. Oh, okay. Actually, Dessen, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? Are you a student, or are you like someone in academia, or are you just someone that just loves math and physics in general, or just loves math? I should say. Because it seems like you like math. Because I know Sasha is a graduate student that's working on their PhD. Actually, like Sasha, like if you're still in the chat, I actually want to know the progress of your thesis. Because it seems like, because you told me that you're almost done, right? You're almost like done writing the paper, right? Or you're like just done gathering the data. Yeah, that's the thing I marvel about grad students. Oh, master thesis. Oh, okay. My bad, sorry. I'm guessing you're probably going to work outside of academia since you're doing at these masters. Because usually, I think it's like with a bachelor's, you can get like 1,000 jobs. I think with a master's, you can get no. I think it's like you can get 100 jobs with a bachelor's, 1,000 jobs with a master's, and 1 job with a PhD. I think that was the saying. I'm just lazy. I don't want to work. So studying math in grad, doing something like it's like, so it's not really working. So you're a grad student, I'm guessing? I'm doing a PhD after that. Oh, okay. Actually, Sasha, I'm wondering, like, couldn't you just have done a PhD, or you just wasn't sure if you wanted to do a PhD? Is that why you're doing the master's? Sorry, terrible grammar. No, it's okay. It's okay. I expected, like, with the math channel, we're not going to get a lot of people that have, like, English as their first native language. So, for university outside the US, people usually do a PhD. They even require a master's in most cases. Really? I thought it would have been like, you know, you probably got your undergrad and then basically you go for a PhD if you really, really know that you want to get one. For university outside the US, people usually do PhD. Usually do a master's. Okay. And they even require a master's in most cases. For math majors? Usually in the I think like typical jobs in the US, I usually see bachelor's in mathematics, but that's usually if you want to work for a company. I'm doing an MS because of my low background and nobody really knows me because I come from the liberal arts college. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. Like I think for me, I went to a college that was more liberal arts. Like it was just like actually, like when I think about it, liberal arts colleges, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just very, very diverse. They have like a lot of subjects that you can major in and stuff. But you know, like I have a bachelor's in English, but I hardly use it. So, you know, like there's nothing wrong with, like, you know, where you come from. Like liberal arts colleges, they basically like they can probably give you a lot of options of what to learn to refine your mind. Most people are like, oh, but I don't want to go to those type of colleges because they require me to do so many educational prerequisites, and like it wastes my time and money, and I'm doing classes that I don't like to do. Which I understand, because like with college, like a lot of people complain, it's like, why is it that I have to take English when I already have taken literature like in high school like many times? I think it should be the student's choice whether they want to do that. But like, I think for educators, I understand their point of view as well. It's like, oh, if you don't take these in college, your brain is just going to be focused on one single subject. And if you're focused on that one single subject, you won't be a critical thinker to think outside the box of your field. Which is also understandable, but at the same time, it's also the student's choice to do that. That's why I think Brown University is the one that basically allows you to do what you want to major in and just do the classes focused on that instead of just doing the requirements that they require of you. The reason people don't master in the US is the economic the economics don't make sense. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree. Um, let's see. I wish I went to UGMS 5-year program, so I would be in grad, but I transferred. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, like I like, in my personal opinion, GPA doesn't really matter in this case. Like, I mean, the thing of it is, I know colleges have that as sort of like a standard, but it's the same thing with standardized testing. It doesn't prove anything. It just means that you're good at test taking. It doesn't mean that you're good at learning. And I think, like, many people are waking up to that. It's like many universities are like, are you a good person to, like, a good candidate for this particular type of position? And the thing of it is that we can't measure anything other than tests, like, on paper. But, like, I don't know. There might be days when, like, they record you doing research in the library. It's like, do you have pre-recordings of you in the library? Do you have pre-recordings of yourself actually, like, solving problems, like, tediously for hours on end? In country like France, where university is low cost, you usually have to do a master's. That is understandable. I get that, yeah. Especially if it's low cost, that, yeah, I can understand it. In the US, yeah, we do charge too much for tuition, I think. And also, I think the US, like, we squander education a lot. We have, like, a business culture, and it's sort of like when business people basically complain that school didn't teach them anything about money. They basically say, they taught me how to do these useless things, like how to do the quadratic formula and stuff, but I wasn't taught how to do taxes or business or anything like that. School is useless. I didn't need it. A lot of Americans love to proudly say that I didn't go to school, but I built a business. I actually built a successful business, and I employ a lot of people. That's when I find, like, entrepreneurs, like, they complain about school so much, but they don't do anything to change the system. And I find it very, very hilarious that if you point that out, and it's like, well, you're an entrepreneur, you know how to build a business, why can't you rebuild a school system? And like, if we want the school system to be better, we just basically have to point it out and change it. But nobody in the business world ever changes it, which I find very, very hypocritical in this case. Because, like, they know how to change things, they know how to build businesses, why can't they build a new school system? But they choose not to. Which I find is very hilarious. My math professor taught me how to write an essay in one email paragraph, and I had 2 C's in English 101 and English 102. Yeah. English courses, like, they do teach you how to read and, like, write essays. The thing is, you have to constantly write essays and refine them to actually be good at writing essays. I got B's in my essays. Like, my essays were not that great. I just wrote them down because I thought I found connections in, like, the readings we had to do. And I just basically like, I didn't even do all the readings. I would just find, like, passages that I thought were related and then basically just write a paper on them. I got B's on it, but at the same time, it was like, it wasn't really that great. I think one of the TAs, like, basically recommended that I go for tutoring. And it was kind of funny because I ended up tutoring how to write essays, and I never even went to tutoring to, like, refine my own essay writing. So, like, I thought I would, I thought I liked being an English major. I really hated it. But I was too deep in my major to change it, so I was like, okay, I might as well just finish the degree, like, get the degree and then graduate and then, like, go do something else. Because originally I was planning to go to Japan to teach English, but then I saw what type of life the teachers were having, and I was like, no, that doesn't seem like something I want to do, or, like, that type of life that I want to experience. So I was like, whatever. So I ended up, like, going from, like, job interview to job interview. and like I ended up working for a credit card manufacturing vendor for 5 years. Then I ended up quitting, and then here I am now, basically just doing content for you guys, both on my video game channel and this channel. Anyway, going back to my process on the progress on my master thesis. Right now, I am in procrastination state. Maybe I should start working after the break. I mean, yeah, if you want to, that's what the stream is for. Before we get to our next study session, I will be right back, guys. Just give me a second. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm not going to turn on my model again. I will just get into the study session right away. And if you guys have an Amazon Prime account, you can also get a free sub to any streamer you want. So I'm just letting you guys know that beforehand. Because I know since you guys are already on Twitch, you probably have some streamers that you'd like to follow. It doesn't have to be me, but you can use your free Amazon Prime Twitch sub to sub to any of your favorite streamers out there. Okay, let's get back to work, shall we? I will start whenever you start our study session. Cool. So I guess you can start working on it now, Sascha. Okay, so I think we're on number 27. So 27, we have, okay. I think we wrote the problem down, but I don't think we're gonna need that. Okay. So x minus 1, so k equals n minus 1. That means n is going to equal n plus 1, and in this case n is equal to, oh wait, what am I doing? No. K is equal to n plus 1, so n must equal k minus 1. Grassmanian here I am. Interesting. Okay, so this series we got k plus 1 is equal to 1, then k, it's supposed to be 2k1, then ck1 plus 1, and for x, so for x it will just be k, and for the other one, so we got k minus 1 equals equals 0. So we have 6k plus k minus 1, and then x, that would be xk. Alright, so when we put these together, okay, so this would be k0 plus k, okay, plus, so this one would be k plus would be equal to 1, then 6c minus 1. Okay, now the interesting part, getting these out. So we got 0, 0, so it's like 2c1, and that's 0, so that's 1, so plus, and then that's 1 afterwards, so it's like k equals 1 sine, not sine, sigma, not sine, sigma. I always remember, like, what is it? I think it was the History Channel. They made a dramatization of Einstein's life. It was called Genius. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that series, because I think the second season was about Picasso. And I always remember the scene when Einstein was trying to find his equation for general relativity before David Hilbert, and like the scene was basically about both of them just scribbling on, like, because I think David Hilbert was writing on his door, like I think his glass door, or his door with glass windows, and Einstein was writing his equations on like a blackboard. I thought that was like the coolest scene, because like it showed like how these two geniuses were, one with mathematics and one with physics, just trying to figure out exactly the equations of general relativity. And I always remember when Einstein was like basically talking to himself, it's like, this equation works for planetary orbits, and this one is here. Like that, like the typical mumbling you would hear a genius do while they're like scribbling equations. So 2k plus 1. Actually, I find this very relaxing now that I'm starting to get the hang of it. I think like with Power Series, this is the thing that I find the most pleasing. Let me see if I did this right. Okay, this is number 27, right? So this is C1 plus, yeah, because this one starts at 0, so it's like C1, this, yeah. Hopefully that's right. We can go into the book, expand it for you guys right there. Odd numbers. This is 27, 6.1. 6.1, 27. Yep, that looks about right to me. Yeah, there we go. That looks beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. So we're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Okay. Nope, not that one. Put this up. Back here. And then scroll down back to where our problem set was. There we go. I think we'll just write it over here. And then we'll just carry on. Oh, wait, not 27. 28. 28. Let's minimize this so we can just write 28 and then we'll carry on. Oh, we have 3. Oh no, that's 29. I want to make sure that I wrote the right one because sometimes I hate it when I mislook and I write the wrong thing. Okay, so it's in. Yep, I think that's about right. So let us go on. So k is equal to n minus 2. So n must equal k plus 2. And this one, k is equal to n plus 2. So then n must be equal to k minus 2. So in this case, k plus 2, k plus 1, ck plus 2, and then x equals k, then plus sigma k minus 2 equals 0, k minus 2, and then xk. In this case, we got k equals 0 plus, oops, don't want to forget the other parts. K plus 1, k plus 2, k, and then this one is k equals 2, and then k minus 2 plus k. Okay, the fun part. Now we actually have to break this down. So we got to get it to k equals 2 in this case. So then first one would be 2 times 1, and then c2. Then yeah, that's 1. And then for 1, it will be 3. Yeah, it would be 3 times 2, which is 6. And then 1, so c3, and then basically x. And then now we can have this k2 and then ck, oops, k, and now we can do the combining part. Yeah, I think this is the fun part of math, is like when you finally get the concept of a section, you're like, oh, I can do this. I think that's like I think that's the pinnacle of like when you actually know that you can get far on something that seems difficult. K2 plus. So actually first we can take out the xk, put that in here. K2, k plus 1, plus c2. I believe that is the correct answer. This is 28, so I'm gonna have to look at Quizlet, see if that is the correct answer, and hopefully it is. 28. Okay, so 2c2, 6c3, x. Hold on. Did I miss something? So we got 0, and then it will be 1, so x. That's funny. They're missing an X. Unless I did something wrong. Was there something I'm missing? Did I miss something here? Let's see. It was 0, 0, and this is 0. Yeah, that should be 1, and then 1, 1. Huh. That's weird. It's like everything... Wait, let me see. Is there... Yeah, everything's correct on this and this. It's just this. Like, did they forgot to put the X by accident? Or is it that I have to get rid of the X? Because I feel like I did everything correctly. Was there something I missed? Or was it that they just wrote the answer wrong? Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Is it because they're constants? Maybe that might be a fluke. Let's try number 29 then. If it's the same thing for 29, if it has that type of not complication, but that type of I guess workaround, might have to see what I did wrong there, because everything else in what I wrote is correct. It's just that it's not like 6c3 x. It's sc3, which is quite interesting. I mean, if that is the correct answer, but I feel like it might not be. Actually, let me double check to make sure that that's the correct problem. Okay, that looks like it's right. So, time to get into business. Okay, so n is equal to k. Oops. So k is equal to n minus 2. Therefore, n is equal to k plus 2. K is equal to n. Therefore, n is equal to k. This one is practically the same thing, so it's like n equals k. Okay. So k plus 2 is 2. 2. And then k plus 1. C. K plus 2. And yep, those will become this. And then rewrite this. So then k is equal to... Oh, thank you for the follow, Les Joma? Hopefully I pronounced your name right. Oh, I see your name is Korean. I actually studied a little bit of Korean. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna read it right. Let's see. Jor? It's like Josu? Josu Morhwa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I haven't read Korean in so long, actually. Does your name mean anything? I'm actually curious. But what's the best part of your day so far, Les Joma? That's actually pretty good. Like, I'm trying. Let's see. Like, I'm trying to read the last part since I tried to read the first one. Let's say, Konkwija? Huh. Yeah, I gotta really brush up on my Korean. I haven't, like, I think with Korean, I learn more with listening than actually reading. I haven't picked up Korean in so long. But what's the best part of your day so far, Les Joma? Basically just a crippled mess of the name to say someone is doing philosophy, math, physics, chemistry, and engineering. Oh, that's really cool. I'm just into math and physics, and Japanese, and a little Korean. But I am a little curious about chemistry, though. I will not deny that. Just a little. I would only learn like probably chemistry enough for physics. The best part of my day is definitely feeling a lot better because of being sick for days. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. At least you're feeling better. That's the most important thing. So k is equal to 1. So this one's the same. So k is equal to 0. Wait a minute. So, oh, never mind. I'm psyching myself out. My day is going all right, and your follow just made my day so much better. So, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I never thought that I would like. Can I ask? Are you from South Korea, or are you like just living somewhere else? But you're from Korea. I'm actually curious. Because your name is in Korean, so I don't want to assume that you're just living in South Korea, unless you are. Because I know some people just love, like, you know, Korean culture or Japanese culture or like, you know, Chinese culture, and they have names that are like you know, like part of the language that they love to learn. So, you know, that's why I want to ask. I didn't want to assume things. So this one's gonna be 0, because then minus that plus ck plus 2 x then minus, I think with this one we're gonna have to reduce 2 series to make this work. Erase that. Okay, so let's just put the ones with zeros together. So which would be easier, combining them or separating them first? I think separating them first. I think that would be much easier, because then we can combine them all 3 at the same time. So this one, if we have 0, so 1, and then we have C of 0, and then we have, oh no, this is going to be 2. This is going to be C2. C2. Oh, and then it'll be 0, so then it would just be 1. And then plus, and I think this one, it would be just C0 and then 1. So in this case now they are K1 plus I think we're on a roll, guys. We are getting far here. So minus 2. Let's erase that. That infinity symbol didn't look great. Write this here. And we're left K, and then K, X. Dang, whenever I do like anything that involves like a loop, it always ends up not looking right on the tablet. And then we write this, and minus 1, not minus 1, but equals 1, and then okay. Now we continue on. I forgot to put equal signs. Okay, so 2C2 plus C1, and this is all equal to equals 1. And I think we can just factor out the x there. And I think we can just put the C1 plus 2. I mean K plus 2. Whoops. No, we already factored you out. 2 times K, then plus. Oops. No. Don't need that X there. And I think that is the answer. Okay, this one is 29, so I think we have to look at 29. Answer 29. universe. Zoom down. Blah, 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 blah. Here he is. 29. Let's see. Where is our... Oh, right here. I mean, we didn't factor out, yeah, we didn't factor out CK, but everything else looks right. CK, yeah, CK.2. Yeah, that's right. Minus 2, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, did I miss something? Because it says -1. Oh, maybe they factored out a negative sign from this grouping here. Yeah, everything looks right. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go back. Actually, I should have just clicked here. Okay, so we did 29. Now, let's do 30, the last one. Actually, I love these problems. These problems are pretty fun. I think it's because, like, I was able to grasp it within a couple of minutes. Well, like, I think the basic stuff. If you actually want to show off that you know math, if you know how to do like this type of problem, you might as well just write on the board. It's like, I could do math, I'll show you how to do this. And then, like, when they see all the sigma symbols, people would be like, oh, this person knows math. It's like, not really, I just knew how to do basic algebra. Let's see. There we go. I want to minimize it first. Make sure that we know. Okay, so this is correct. Yep, that looks right. And this looks, yeah, this looks right. Okay, I just want to make sure that we're not mistakenly writing the wrong thing. K is equal to n, thus n is equal to k. I know I don't have to write it like that, but at the same time I do that just to tell my brain that, hey, we're actually doing the computation here. This one, k is equal to n, thus n is equal to k. K in this case. So K, then K minus 1, then K, and then K, plus this one is going to be K plus 2, thus K plus 2, and then K plus 1, and K plus 2 here. Then just K here, and K going to be k equals 1, and then k, ck, and then xk. Beautiful. So, now, the interesting part. So I think we can leave this one alone, because I think this one's the highest one, so, yeah, so, this one is going to be, this one's going to become 0, plus 2, plus 1, k plus 2, this one. Okay, so we're going to have to reduce these two. So I think what we can do, so it's going to be 2 times 2 times 1 C3. No. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's supposed to be 2 in this case. And then when it's 0, then that x is going to be 1, so plus. And then we're going to have to reduce it again because there's a 2 here. So it's going to be 2 times 3. And then times 2. Then this is going to be C3, and then x, and then plus, and then this one we got just do it once, so it's gonna be 3 times 1, and then C1, and then x. And in this case, now we got k2 is equal to, first I think we can take out the xk here. Just drag this on this side so we can have more room so you guys can see. So that's k minus 1, then plus c plus 2. Oh, you guys can't see that. Bring this down here. And then plus 3. Yeah, this one's a long one. Okay, so this one's 4c2. 3 times, that's 12. And this one's just 3. X. I think in this one we can just reduce it a little bit so we can make it x times 3 plus 3. Oh, actually we can reduce it even more. So it could be 3x 4c3 plus c1. Yeah. So sigma equals 1. I think we can write these in a much nicer format. K. Then we can do plus k. Oops. Don't need that one there. I accidentally, you guys didn't see it, but in this one, I wrote an x, k there, where it should be. We already wrote it over here. So, and then plus. here. Okay, so now the X's are all gone. I didn't realize I did it like for both of them, both terms. I think for this one we can group it, so this one. This one we can't reduce it even more, so I think we can leave this one for now. Okay. Let's see. This one's, I think, 30, right? Yep, it's number 30, so I'll go into Quizlet and see if that is the correct answer. So 30. Yeah, it turns out that they didn't do what I did. They did something not like completely different, but something that I didn't expect, actually. Because it looks like they didn't reduce this. Because this one's 0 and this one's 1. So what did I do wrong here? Wait, hold on. I want to see. Let's see the first term. That's the same as the first term. So it seems like they kind of transformed this, because since k is equal to n and k is like, usually with this they assume that the first two terms are 0, so they ended up turning this into a 0. And oh, okay, so for the third one, this one, they did the same thing, I think. So they didn't do what I did. They basically just worked backwards with the other two. for the second one, it was going to become 0. The third one, okay. So for this one, like if k is equal to n, then basically you can just turn these into zeros, making it easier to manage. I didn't realize that that is a thing you can do. So actually, we'll just cover this. Oh, don't go like that, please. And we delete these. Just want to delete these. Oh, no. I hate it when it does that. It just goes like rampant. Might as well just clear it off the old-fashioned way. Yep, I thought I was right, but then it turns out that there was something that I had to think about. Yeah, that's the one thing sometimes. Sometimes you think you're right, but then it turns out, oh, nope, you tricked yourself because you thought it was going to be the same ritual you were doing before. Yeah, because according to what they showed is that basically for this one, you, like, since n is equal to k, like, you know, you can basically rewrite it like this. Because the previous terms are 0, so... Oh, study time is already over. Okay. Like that. I think that's how they wrote it in, like, the answer. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. And then they basically just combined everything once they combined everything. Okay. Well, that's something, that's like a mistake I'll learn from, actually. So, I guess, like, lesson learned is, like, basically when it's like this, you basically just have to work backwards with these. So that way we can know that the previous terms are 0. Okay, guys, that will be it for this week with my Math Spellbook. Thank you for joining me for today. It was awesome to basically be able to do Power Series with you guys this week. Next week, I'm not sure what we are going to do. Maybe we'll probably do like more into, like, I guess reviewing basic calculus, or in this case, maybe we'll try our luck with some the book that Tyrion suggested, which is let me see if I can pull it up. I only have like the Amazon webpage here. So I have this book. I was trying to find a PDF version of this, but unfortunately it seems like I couldn't find one. So I'm going to have to work off with my physical book. So maybe we'll probably do that next week. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, like, all the links are in the description below if you want to actually check out my my Twitch live streams. Not Twitter, my Twitch live streams, in addition to, like, you know, join our Math Spellbook Library Discord server if you want to join our Discord server. And for all our friends in chat, if you're lurking in chat, thank you for lurking. If you want to have a stream that basically you can work to, you know, get your projects done or just getting your studying done, you know, give a follow on Math Spellbook. And for YouTube, you know, just drop a subscribe, hit the like, and comment down below. So I will put the Discord server into the chat for you guys, in addition to my YouTube channel. And I will also be doing my my gaming channel as well, my Uncle Talks Twitch channel for when I play games. So tonight I will be on that channel. I'm always on there, like, from Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. For the Math Spellbook channel, I'm always here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, you know, you guys can also catch up with me on both channels if you like. Let me see here. I want to see if we're gonna raid someone. If not, okay, the Academy of Useless Ideas is streaming. So I guess we can give them a raid. So here's the raid message. So you guys can copy that if you like. And I will put the raid for Academy of Useless Ideas and commence the raid. And I will be uploading this VOD on YouTube pretty soon. So thanks again, guys, and always remember, everyone is precious. You guys are just as precious as everyone else, and I will see you guys at Academy of Useless Ideas stream. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.